Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why do I wake up so many times at night just to run to the bathroom? Or maybe it's not you, but someone you love. Maybe it's your father, your grandmother, or maybe your own aging body is whispering something you don't want to hear. Let me confess something to you. I've seen too many seniors robbed of peace at night. I've seen strong, independent men stumble in the dark on their way to the toilet. I've seen women, mothers, grandmothers, who should be resting instead fighting fatigue night after night. And do you know the sad truth? Most families ignore it. They think, oh, it's just old age, nothing to worry about. But they're wrong, dead wrong. Because here's a fact you cannot ignore. Frequent nighttime urination, what doctors call nocturia, is not only exhausting, it's dangerous. It raises the risk of falls, fractures, memory problems, even heart strain. And yet, so many seniors suffer in silence while their families look the other way. And now, here you are listening to this, which means you care. But let me ask you something honest, from the heart. If you really care about your health, or the health of someone you love, why wouldn't you hit subscribe right now? Why wouldn't you stay close to Elderly Spring? The one place where we give you the truths that could save nights, save strength, maybe even save lives. You see, nighttime bathroom trips are not just an inconvenience. They steal your rest. They rob you of energy. They weaken your body. Every time you drag yourself out of bed, your heart beats harder, your blood pressure shifts, and your mind grows foggier. And if you've ever felt yourself dizzy, half asleep, stumbling toward the bathroom, then you know how close danger can come. One wrong step, one slip, one fall. That's all it takes. But what if I told you tonight could be different? What if I told you there are 5 simple foods, common, everyday foods, that can quiet your bladder, calm your body, and give you the rest you deserve? And on the other hand, there are 5 sneaky foods, things you probably eat without thinking, that are making the problem much, much worse. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you'll know them all. You'll know exactly what to eat to help your nights feel longer and more peaceful. You'll know what to avoid so your bladder doesn't rule your life, and you'll also pick up some practical nighttime habits that can give you relief. But listen carefully. Don't make the mistake so many people make, watching halfway and clicking away. If you do that, you'll miss the exact foods that could change your nights. And if you don't subscribe now, what does that really say? That you'd rather keep suffering in silence? That you'd rather wake up again and again, tired and frustrated, instead of learning something that could help? No, you're better than that. If you care about your sleep, prove it. Subscribe now and join me on this journey. And if you won't subscribe, at least go into the comments and tell us why. Tell us why you'd rather keep struggling. Because honestly, I don't think you will. And one more thing, before we go deeper, I want you to know that we created something special for you. It's called the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit. Think of it as a guidebook to better nights. Simple routines, natural remedies, and practical steps you can start using right away. If sleep matters to you, and I know it does, check the description and get your copy today. So let's begin. 5 foods to eat, 5 foods to avoid, and the truth about how to take back your nights. But first, answer me this in the comments. Have you or someone you love ever struggled with nighttime bathroom trips? If yes, type better sleep, because by the end of this, you'll know how to make that a reality. So, let's begin with the first food that can help you reduce those late-night bathroom trips. Number 1, bananas. I want you to picture this. An elderly man I once knew had a habit of snacking on salty biscuits every evening. He didn't think much of it, just a little something before bed. But almost every night, he found himself waking up 2, 3, sometimes 4 times, running to the bathroom. His wife worried, his energy dropped, and his mornings were miserable. Then, on the advice of a friend, he swapped those salty snacks for a simple banana. At first he laughed. How could one fruit make a difference? But within a few weeks he noticed something strange. His nights grew calmer. The bathroom trips became fewer. His mornings felt fresher. What happened? The truth is, bananas are rich in potassium. Potassium helps balance the fluids in your body, supports the muscles around your bladder, and reduces the chances of nighttime overactivity. Yet, so many people avoid bananas at night because they fear the sugar. But here's the reality. One small banana in the evening isn't harmful. It's actually healing. The sugar is natural, gentle, and balanced with fiber and minerals. So instead of grabbing chips or cookies, try a banana. Your bladder may thank you. But remember, not all sweet fruits are your friends at night. Some, as we'll see later, can make your problem worse. Number 2, pumpkin seeds. Let me tell you about a senior woman I once spoke with. She battled with an overactive bladder for years. Every night was the same. Constant trips to the bathroom, tossing and turning, never fully rested. Then she heard about pumpkin seeds. At first she thought, seeds? Really? Just a snack? But she gave it a try. A small handful every evening. And within weeks, she noticed real change. Fewer urges, longer stretches of sleep, a body that finally felt rested. Science tells us why. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, which supports prostate health in men and bladder control in women. They also contain compounds that soothe the bladder muscles, reducing irritation. Yet, so many people dismiss seeds as just snacks. The truth is, they're medicine in disguise. So, before bed, a small handful of pumpkin seeds could be the difference between restless nights and peaceful ones. Number 3, barley water and whole grains. Here's something you might not expect. Carbohydrates before bed. Most people fear them. Carbs make you gain weight, they say. Carbs are bad before sleep. But here's the truth. The right carbohydrates, in the right amount, can help your body rest better and your bladder stay calmer. Barley water, for example, has been used for generations as a soothing nighttime drink. Rich in fiber, it helps reduce irritation in the bladder and balances your blood sugar through the night. Stable blood sugar means fewer signals to your kidneys to produce urine. Whole grains, too, do the same. So, don't fall for the misconception that all carbs are harmful. It's not the carbs, it's the type of carbs. A little barley, some oats, or whole grain bread in the evening may keep your body calmer through the night. Number 4, cherries or cherry juice. Now this one surprises many people. Cherries are not just delicious, they are powerful. They contain natural melatonin, the same hormone your body uses to regulate sleep. They're also anti-inflammatory, which means they soothe irritation in the bladder. An elderly couple I know started drinking a small glass of unsweetened cherry juice before bed. Within weeks, their nights were smoother and their energy during the day improved. But here's the danger. Don't confuse cherries with any fruit juice. Too many people think, oh, orange juice will do the same. No. Citrus fruits, as we'll soon see, can make things much worse. So stick with cherries, fresh, frozen, or in unsweetened juice. Just a small portion in the evening. Number 5, yogurt. Finally, let's talk about yogurt. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Dairy always causes problems. It's heavy. It upsets my stomach. And for some, that may be true. But yogurt, especially probiotic-rich yogurt, is different. It helps balance your gut health, which is directly linked to bladder control. A healthy gut means reduced inflammation, calmer muscles, and better nighttime regulation. I once met a woman who added just a small cup of low-sugar yogurt before bed. Within weeks, her digestion improved, her sleep was deeper, and her bladder felt more under control. So, don't dismiss yogurt too quickly. For many, it's a gentle, calming evening food that supports peaceful nights. And there you have it, the 5 foods you should eat to help prevent nighttime bathroom trips. Bananas, pumpkin seeds, whole grains like barley, cherries, and yogurt. But now, let's turn the corner. Because as much as these foods can help, there are others, foods you probably eat every day, that are making your nights harder. Now let's move into part B. 5 foods to avoid at night. Number 1. Caffeine, coffee, tea, chocolate. Even small amounts can disrupt your sleep and overstimulate your bladder. I remember a senior who swore by her evening cup of tea. She thought it relaxed her, but she couldn't understand why her nights were restless, why she woke up again and again. It wasn't until she cut out the evening tea that she finally slept. Caffeine may feel soothing, but it's secretly pushing your bladder into overdrive. Number 2. Alcohol. Here's another trap. Many seniors believe a nightcap helps them sleep, but alcohol is deceptive. It relaxes you at first, yes, but then it disrupts your sleep cycles, dehydrates your body, and forces your bladder to work overtime. That late-night drink isn't helping you, it's waking you up. Number 3. Spicy foods. Think about that late-night pepper soup or spicy meal. At first, it feels warm and satisfying, but inside, it's irritating your bladder lining, making your nights restless. Spicy foods are powerful triggers for nocturia. If you love them, enjoy them earlier in the day, but not before bed. Number 4. Citrus fruits and juices. This one surprises many. Oranges, lemons, grapefruits, they're healthy, yes, but not before sleep. Their acidity irritates the bladder. Many people drink orange juice at night thinking it boosts their vitamin C, but instead, it triggers bathroom trips. Save your citrus for the morning, not the night. Number 5. Salty processed foods, chips, canned soups, fast foods. These are some of the biggest culprits. Salt pulls water into your bladder, increasing urine output during the night. I once knew a man who loved salted peanuts every night while watching TV. He didn't connect them to his bathroom trips, but when he switched to unsalted snacks, his nights improved dramatically. So, avoid these 5 at night: caffeine, alcohol, spicy foods, citrus, and salty processed snacks. Now let's finish with some simple, practical steps you can take alongside food choices. Mini practical segment. Stop drinking large amounts of water 2 hours before bed, but don't dehydrate yourself. Empty your bladder right before you lie down. Keep your bedroom cool and comfortable to support sleep. And most importantly, combine the right foods with these habits for the best results. Because food alone won't fix everything. But food plus habit? That's where the real transformation begins. And if you haven't subscribed by now, ask yourself, why not? Why would you choose more sleepless nights, more bathroom trips, more exhaustion, when the answers are right here? If you care about your rest, subscribe to Elderly Spring right now. And if you don't, go into the comments and tell us why. Tell us why you'd rather keep stumbling in the dark instead of taking control. But I think deep down, you know the answer. Now, think about this. How many nights have you, or someone you love, tossed and turned, waking up again and again just to make it to the bathroom? For many seniors, this isn't just a small inconvenience. It means broken rest, more fatigue during the day, a higher risk of falls at night, and even a loss of confidence. But here's the truth. You don't have to accept that pattern as permanent. By learning about the right foods to eat before bed, you've taken a powerful step. Bananas, with their calming magnesium and potassium, cucumbers with their hydration without overload, tart cherries with their natural melatonin, and pumpkin seeds with their bladder-friendly nutrients. Each one of these choices is like a simple tool you can keep in your nightly routine. And here's something important to remember. It's never too late to make a change. Whether you're 60, 70, or even in your 80s, your body still responds to good care. Your muscles still respond to the right minerals. Your brain still responds to better sleep. Your heart still responds to rest. It's not about going back in time. It's about giving yourself the best quality of life right now. I want you to picture tomorrow morning. Imagine waking up and realizing you slept through the night without interruption. Imagine not feeling the ache in your legs from midnight walks to the bathroom. Imagine having the energy to greet the day with a smile, ready to do the little things you love, whether it's reading, gardening, or simply enjoying a peaceful breakfast. That future can start with something as small as the food you put on your plate tonight. So I encourage you, don't just listen and move on. Take action. Try these foods. See how your body responds. Share this knowledge with your family. Sometimes the biggest gift you can give to your loved ones is not just advice, but an example of taking care of yourself. And if you've made it all the way through this video, I know one thing. You care about your health. You want solutions, not just complaints. That kind of mindset is powerful. That's what creates change. Now here's where I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods are you most excited to try tonight? Do you already eat some of them? Have you noticed a difference? Share your experience in the comments below, because when you speak, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping others who are looking for hope and answers. And if this video gave you something valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a sibling, or even a parent who might be struggling. You never know, the one video you send could be the reason they finally get a full night's sleep again. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want more insights like this. Practical, simple, and effective solutions that make life better as we age. Because aging should not mean suffering in silence. It should mean wisdom, care, and living with dignity every single day. Remember this, sleep is not just rest. For seniors, sleep is medicine. Every good night of sleep is one step closer to strength, balance, and peace of mind. And tonight, you have the tools to begin. So make the choice. Because the best nights of your life don't have to be behind you, they can still be ahead. It's hard to watch the people we love struggle in silence. You see them lying awake at night, shifting from side to side, restless, until finally they sigh and get up, shuffling slowly to the bathroom once again. The sound of the door creaking, the soft steps on the floor, the weariness in their eyes when morning comes. It's not just about a bladder, it's about dignity, it's about comfort, and it's about safety. Because every stumble in the dark brings a risk, every interruption steals away the healing power of deep sleep. And as the nights stack up, one after another, so do the changes. Less patience, more irritability, a body that feels heavier, slower, more fragile, and sometimes a quiet sadness that builds in the heart when it feels like the simple act of sleeping peacefully has become impossible. But here's the truth that brings hope. These struggles are not a life sentence. Too many people believe that sleepless nights and endless trips to the bathroom are just part of getting older. They shrug, they accept, and they suffer quietly. Yet the body still responds, even in later years, to the choices we make. A small shift in diet, a mindful step toward balance, and suddenly what seemed permanent begins to soften. Imagine your loved one waking up in the morning with clear eyes, not heavy ones. Imagine them rising without that groan of exhaustion, greeting the day with energy they thought was gone. Picture the smile on their face when they realize they didn't have to drag themselves up 4, 5, or 6 times in the middle of the night. Restful nights are not just about sleep, they are about everything that follows. The memory that feels sharper, the mood that feels lighter, the body that feels steady. Sleep repairs, sleep heals. And for seniors, each uninterrupted night is like medicine, free, powerful, and natural. This is why small steps matter so deeply. Not because they change everything at once, but because they remind us that change is possible. They replace hopelessness with possibility. They take away the thought of, "This is just old age," and replace it with, "I can do something about this." And when that shift happens, the emotional weight begins to lift. Seniors begin to feel not just cared for, but in control again. That's powerful, because behind every sleepless night isn't just tiredness, it's fear. Fear of falling, fear of burdening others, fear of losing independence. And when solutions bring back restful nights, what returns with them is more than energy. What returns is peace. What returns is hope. To recap once again, We've walked through 10 powerful foods that can shape the way you sleep and the way your body rests at night. 5 foods to add: bananas, pumpkin seeds, barley, cherries, and yogurt. Each one offering something unique: potassium, magnesium, calming tryptophan, soothing natural sugars, or gut-friendly probiotics. They work together like a gentle orchestra, playing a song that helps the body relax, repair, and settle into the kind of rest you deserve. And on the other side, 5 foods to avoid: caffeine, alcohol, spicy meals, citrus, and salty processed foods. These might be part of your routine without you realizing how much they steal from your rest. A cup of coffee late in the day, a spicy dinner that lingers, or a salty snack before bed. Each of these creates little ripples in the body that add up to restless nights, frequent bathroom trips, and that tired feeling in the morning. It's not just about what you eat, it's about when you eat it, and how it quietly influences your body's natural rhythm. So now I'd like to pause and ask you, which of these foods surprised you the most? Was it that simple banana can calm your muscles? That pumpkin seeds hold magnesium that relaxes your body? Or maybe you never thought citrus or a salty snack could disturb your sleep as much as they do. Think about your own nights, your own routine. I'd truly love to hear your experiences. Your story could be the one that encourages someone else watching today. Share it in the comments below, and let's make this a place where seniors and caregivers can learn from each other, encourage each other, and grow stronger together. And if you found this video helpful, if even one of these insights gave you a new idea or a bit of hope for better rest, I invite you to subscribe to Elderly Spring. This channel is built for you, for seniors, for families, for anyone who wants to live stronger, healthier, and happier. Every week, we share simple and powerful ways to face the challenges of aging with dignity and strength. When you subscribe, you're not just clicking a button, you're joining a community that values health, wisdom, and well-being. Before we close, let me gently remind you about something special: the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit. It's a step-by-step guide designed to help you go deeper into everything we've talked about today. Inside, you'll find simple meal ideas, gentle nighttime stretches, and calming routines that can transform restless nights into peaceful ones. If you've ever wished for a clearer path to better sleep, this kit is for you. The link is waiting in the description below, ready whenever you are. And now, as we end this time together, I want to thank you for letting me into your day. Thank you for listening, for caring about your health, and for taking even the smallest step toward better rest. It's not always easy to make changes, but every choice matters. Remember, your nights of rest are not just about sleep. They are about giving your body, your mind, and your spirit the care they deserve. Stay strong, stay rested, stay hopeful. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. I'll be right here, sharing with you again in the next video. Until then, may your nights be calm, may your mornings be brighter, and may your heart always be at peace.